All right, time now for another check of the forecast here. Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich joining us. Brad, the sunny and warm weather feels great outdoors, but it could potentially lead to an increase in fire danger for our area. Is that right?
Yeah, over the next couple of days, this warm, windy weather is going to lead to some high fire danger. You see the beautiful conditions from our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network. Now, we've had warm conditions like this and some wind. The difference has been, boy, the air is very, very dry right now. Dew points in the teens and single digits, and that is leading to a heightened fire danger. You throw in the gusty winds we had today out of the west-southwest, at times gusting over 30 miles per hour. That's going to be a trend we're going to see over the next couple of days. So when we see these wildfire setups like this, we've got dry vegetation, which is the fuel near the surface, sometimes just leaves and vegetation near the ground. It dries out quickly due to low humidity and winds. All it takes is an ignition source. So that could be even an ATV or a vehicle going on a trail that doesn't have a spark arrestor on the muffler. That happens quite a bit. Discarded cigarettes, unfortunately, another big issue. And then you throw in uncontrolled burns. You know, people do fires and then they don't control them, and then it starts to spread in these windy conditions, especially where you have a lot of that dry vegetation. In the middle of the afternoon, those are the most crucial times of the day when that wind picks up and can spread the wildfires rapidly with those drying conditions. So the next couple of days, we're going to have to watch this very carefully for the potential for any wildfires that do occur to get out of control pretty quickly. The cool nights will continue, and this is the trend with the dry weather. Cool nights and warm afternoons, and we're going to see more of this through the middle of the week as even warmer air moves in. We're going to see swings of maybe 40-45 degrees possible from morning lows to afternoon highs. Those big swings in temperatures really for the most part due to that high pressure system and the dry air in place. By the end of the week, though, winds will start coming out of the southwest a little bit more, even hotter. I think maybe upper 80s possible on Thursday. Our next chance of rain will not get here until the weekend. Now, the other thing that is impacted by this dry, windy weather, the pollen levels. We're in the peak of the tree pollen season. It started in mid-February this year, one of the earliest starts I could ever remember, and really probably the earliest we've seen, at least when we've been tracking this. We're going to be very high for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because the pollens are still coming out of the trees. This will continue. Usually we see the peak of the season right now, and we're kind of in that area. It really started way ahead of time. We should see a pretty quick drop off though once we get towards the beginning and the middle of May. No rain in the forecast this week, so that means lots of pollen and high fire danger until the moisture increases in the form of humidity and some rainfall. Temperatures will continue to increase as well as we go through the week. Not much of a cool down until next week, which is showing up in our 6 to 10 day outlook. Look at that big area of below average temperatures possible. Remember, the average high now is creeping into the mid and upper 70s. So when you see below average in April, you're talking probably upper 60s to low 70s. And that's what will be in the forecast early next week. But tomorrow, beautiful. After that crisp, cool start, low to mid 40s, we'll get close to 80 tomorrow afternoon. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows the mid 80s possible for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Scattered thunderstorm possible Saturday with a cold front. That will clear out quickly. And the 10-day forecast shows the big cool down going into the middle of next week.
Okay, thank you, Brad.